Is it on? Are we recording? Ah! Okay, well, hey guys, it's Ashley with Pugs and Pearls, and I just looked at my phone and it's been over 2 years since I have posted a video on this channel, and I'm back. I have a new camera. I purchased an EOS Rebel SL2. It's a Canon. And I apologize if the lighting is all messed up. I honestly don't know how to use this thing yet, and I keep telling myself, just do it, just film a video, just get back in the groove, or you're never gonna do it. And honestly, I'm gonna learn as we go. So I apologize if the lighting is all over the place, but I just want to say hi to everybody that I've missed for so long. It's been, like I said, almost over 2 years, which is really sad. I really loved this channel, and honestly, it's just like life that happens. That there's one of the dogs, they're still here, Dutch and Pearl. Life happens, and there's just so many things that were going on. I was traveling, I was working on another business, and a lot of things have just changed in those 2 years. Work has gotten extremely busy, but I still feel like this is something that's like my creative outlet that I like to share. I like to help people, you know, and I still enjoy makeup. I still wear it every single day. I feel like I have a lot to say about it. I love trying new things. I don't try as many new things as I used to, but I do feel like it's fun to share, and I just love to really connect with other people that are in the same boat or want to learn too. And I want to say thank you to the people who've reached out to me, even on my Instagram. I haven't posted on there in a long time on Pugs and Pearls, but people have still checked in on me to see how I'm doing and what I've been up to, and I really appreciate that. So thank you so much. So that's kind of where I've been and what I've been doing, a ton of work. But I am going to try to get back to this channel just because I do have a lot of things that I would like to share, not just makeup, but other things as well. And I just kind of want this to be my creative outlet. You know, this is not my main source of income. I don't really make anything from this channel. I think over the many years that I did it, I may have made $200, and trust me, that doesn't cover anything. That's like a Sephora order. So as you guys know, makeup's expensive, but I love playing with it. I love what it can do, and there's just so many other things I want to talk about in general. So this channel may change a little. It may just be whatever I want to talk about on the day, which could be dogs, fitness, work. I don't know, business. There's a lot of things I've been really interested in leadership recently, and just trying to you know, help people in the workforce as well. Like, there's a lot I feel like I can contribute to that. It's, you know, just experience wise, but I'm really excited to be back. I hope I didn't take too long. I think I rambled for about 3 minutes. So let's go ahead and get into the topic of this video today. I wanted to kind of go over my 2019 staple beauty favorites. So these were the things that I used day in and day out, tried and true, some of my best and favorite products. And I'm just going to talk about what I've used because these are the things that really, really, really work for me. And specifically, if you're looking for business, professional, everyday looks, I got you today. So let's talk about what I've been utilizing, and I'm just going to go through my makeup routine, and we're just going to chat, and if I get quiet, I'll just speed it up a little bit. But let's start out with my base. So typically, 2 things that I have loved this year, and I'll start with that, are my Smashbox Photo Finish So Chill Coconut Primer Water. This came out as like a special release. I don't even know if they sell this particular one anymore, but I freaking love it. As you can see, like, I'm like down to the very, very last few drops. So we're gonna go ahead and spray this. And at first when I bought it, I wasn't really happy with it. I felt like the coconut wasn't strong enough, but it's actually super light and super nice. If I could repurchase it, I totally would, but I do love the basic primer water from Smashbox. I think if you need some hydration to your skin just to start your day out, I highly recommend it. Next up, one of my favorite new finds of 2019. I had wanted to try this brand for a long time, Sol de Janeiro. I have the Brazilian Kiss, the lip butter. I can't say the name. It's Kupaku. I'm not gonna butcher it, you guys. I can't. But this is an amazing lip balm. It really, really just gives me life. It smells like you're on a tropical island. It's kind of large, it's big, and it lasts a long time. And it's very hydrating on the lips. I can't recommend this enough. This is one of my like favorite new things, and I have bought a ton of stuff from this line just because I've enjoyed it so much. Next up, my primer that I use every single day is the Benefit Professional. I buy this whenever it goes on sale, whenever they have a mini and a large set on Ulta or Sephora. I do this, or I purchase it every single time because it is just my favorite primer. It's got that silicone feel to it. It's got a little bit of tint. This is what it looks like. It's just a little dab will do you. And I just kind of like take that and I put it all over my face. And I'm still working on my setup, guys, so I apologize if I look here. I'm trying to look at you guys as much as I can, but I'm a little rusty, so we're just going to go with it. I need a little bit more because I didn't get it on my forehead, but this stuff is just, I don't know, I feel like it's a staple for me. It works really, really well. It does tend to fill in my pores, which I have large ones right here. And I do feel like it helps my makeup stay on all day. And like I said, tried and true, love it. If you like those kind of slick, kind of putty type primers, but it's very smooth and it goes on really, really nice. Next up, I love this thing. Again, this is one of my highly recommends. It's the Tarte Shape Tape. This is a great under eye concealer. I put this on any blemishes. I am in the shade Light, and they came out with mini versions of this, and I love my travel stuff, so I definitely take them with me when I travel, and I like the little minis. The only thing I hate about this thing, it works so well, but the only thing I hate about it is if you see the top, all this stuff comes out of it, and it's so frustrating, and I can't stand that, but I think that's just a packaging flaw. I'm not really sure what's going on with that, but it's still a great product. That being said, I recently did purchase the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer, and I picked it up for $5 at Target the other day because I've been hearing everybody talk about how really good it is. So I'm going to try that one out. They compare it a lot to the Shape Tape, but I'm going to be honest, you guys, I've tried a lot that have said that they were as good as the Shape Tape, but no, I don't think so. I honestly don't think there's many that come close to it. The problem with it is an expensive product. That's why like I stock up when they go on sale or have any type of sale. And for a long time, Tarte used to exclude them from any of their sales, which was so frustrating, but you know, it is what it is. A good product, they know what they have. They're not going to put it on sale, so I get it. I get it. Next up, guys, I am going to be using my, like, again, tried and true. This is the MAC Paint Pot in Painterly. This is the best eye primer I have ever used. I've used other knockoff brands. BH Cosmetics has a few good ones. As you can see, like, it is well loved and well used. It's perfect for my like pink undertones in my skin, and they have other like soft ochres really good if you have a yellow undertone and you're not pink like me. But this thing just holds your eyeshadows on so good. You know, going back in the day when I first started to learn how to do makeup, I learned everything I know from YouTube. I watched lots of tutorials. No one really taught me how to do makeup. And honestly, I was kind of a tomboy growing up. I really didn't like to, you know, I didn't like change. So like I didn't really want to learn how to do makeup, and so I never really asked. That's probably my fault. But I had to learn when I became, you know, somebody who needed to get into the workforce, and especially with my job, I feel like you gotta look good because you're out in the public doing the work. So people have to, you know, want to talk to you, and makeup is a great way to just make yourself look really professional and put together. And honestly, once you know how to do it and you get into a routine, it's super easy. So let's see, I got my paint pot, Painterly from MAC, love it, have had that forever. Let's go ahead and go right into foundation. So I have been loving this. This has been my 2019 staple. This is the Tarte Face Tape foundation, and I really like this. It's a pump. Again, just pop the top and it has a nice little pump. I've gotten this one pretty dirty, as you can see, but it is truly well loved. I'm in the shade Light Beige. So I just normally do like a pump and a half on my hand, and then I just kind of dot it on because it does dry fairly quickly. So I like to do kind of one side of my face first, and then I just kind of tap that in. But I really like it. I feel like it's long wearing. It doesn't feel heavy or cakey to me, but it does do a pretty good job of coverage. I would say anywhere from medium to full coverage depending on like how much you utilize it or how much you put on. And I feel like it gives kind of like a soft matte look. But yeah, I haven't been changing up my foundation too much. So I've just been kind of focused on using what I have. I have so much stuff, you guys, that I've collected over the years. I still do my Ipsy and my Sephora Play boxes, and I still like getting them. If you're thinking about getting them right now or you haven't purchased those, they're monthly subscription boxes. I do like Sephora's better. And the only reason I like that one better is because you're guaranteed high-end products. The one in Ipsy, while occasionally you'll get high-end, really medium-end products, you also are going to get knockoff, or not knockoff, but brands that aren't as popular, or maybe brands that you really don't know anything about. So if you're like trying to decide between the two, my recommendation is go with Sephora Play, because it's $10 a month and you're guaranteed pretty standard and good products that like you know the name brand of, or they're high quality brands. And so I've been enjoying those. I still get them, but I have so much stuff. I really need to do a declutter. There's just a lot of makeup I no longer use. I used to hoard makeup, and I feel like I've stopped buying as much, even though that being said, I'm going to do a haul after this video with the stuff that I bought over the holidays. But I need to stop. I don't need any more makeup. I really want to use what I have, and I want to organize it, and I want to be able to find everything. And I just want to, not feel like I have too much stuff. I feel like I'm on this like major like declutter of everything in my life, including clothes and like furniture and just like stuff that I really don't need or care about. Like I really want to live a more minimal, simplistic life. I feel like it's just easier that way. Which is such a change from like when I feel like years ago when I would just buy anything and everything new because it was exciting. Which doesn't mean I won't, but I won't do it as much as I used to. I'm going to definitely focus on products I love and I want to use and that are really like holy grails. Okay guys, so we'll go ahead and move on to eyeshadow. So this is one of those palettes that I always wanted to purchase and I never did because I don't know, I just had so many of their palettes. I'm like, oh, I'll get to it next, because there's nothing exciting about it except that it is one of the best neutral palettes I have ever owned. I have used this heavily for the probably past 2 years. This is the Too Faced Natural Eyes palette, and this is the one that actually, I think it's their original. And as you can see, this is extremely well loved. It's super dusty. I've hit pan here. It's got some shimmers, it's got some mattes, but this is like an everyday dream palette to utilize. So this is, again, my everyday makeup. This is what I pretty much do when I don't want to do anything crazy. I do this all the time. I start out by taking Strip Poker. As you can see, it's this nice, really just light matte brown. And I just take a brush and I just kind of put that into my crease and I buff that out. Again, the shades in this are just so natural. I mean, and that's what it's called, but if you're looking for a basic, you know, eyeshadow palette for work that is like decent quality, the shadows stand on their own, they don't muddy together when you blend them, this is a really good palette. And honestly, I was doing some research on Too Faced. I think this is one of their best selling palettes ever, which I totally get because people can utilize it and it's just an everyday awesome palette. Next up, I go in with Cashmere Bunny, which is this slightly darker matte brown. It's more of a cool tone than the other one's a little bit warm. And I just kind of buff this into the corner, trying to deepen the color a little bit, give me some gradient. So I just do this on each side. But, you know, being back, I really was surprised like how many people still reached out to me on Instagram just to check in, see how I'm doing, see if I'm coming back. One of those things, you know, I would love is to hear from you guys. Like, I know I watch a lot of YouTube still and I never comment on people's videos. Next up, I'm going to take Sexpresso, which is this darker matte brown up at this corner. I'm going to put this in the outer portion of my eye. But yeah, like if you're watching my videos, again, like, I don't know if anybody's gonna still be here when I post this, but if you are watching my videos, please comment below. Tell me what you've been up to. What have you been loving? What have you been doing? How has life changed? what would you want to see from me in future videos? Do you have an interest in me continuing doing videos? Hopefully you do. Honestly, I was trying to find some of the YouTubers that I actually had met or knew, just like, you know, that were kind of like all on the same level. We were kind of at the same time and we would actually talk back and forth. And honestly, I don't see them. I don't see a lot of them on here anymore. So I don't know if they've stopped doing videos, and I'm kind of sad because I miss watching those people. One thing I think, honestly, like the beauty community on YouTube, it's really gone to hell, if you ask me. Like, so much stuff has been going on. It's been so much drama, and I am just like not a drama person at all. I hate it. I don't like to be a part of it. I don't like being dragged into it. Next up is Heaven, which is this white mat up on the top. But yeah, like I feel like a lot of what it's turned into is just, you know, how people can make money and what product can people promote. And, you know, the truth is most products are not that great. Like the whole point, I feel like, of watching YouTube videos to learn about makeup anyway are to figure out what works so that you don't waste your money. And I feel like a lot of products are crap. And you know, it just sucks that people promote stuff that isn't very good, or they come out with things and try to sell you things that aren't very good. I'm not going to get into all those details. I'm sure you've watched it all, but I don't know. I just like sharing what works for me. I like learning what works with other people, and I feel like the people you can trust are really the people who aren't making money from this platform, because, you know, they're going to tell you the truth and they're not getting paid to tell you. So I think there's a lot of honest people, but I do think there's a lot of dishonest people that will just sell you anything that somebody offers them to pay for. So next up, guys, I'm going to take Silk Teddy, this pink shimmer here. And I'm just going to use my finger on this one, and I just kind of pop it right in the center of my lid. And I kind of brush that into the corner a little bit. And then I'll do it right on the other side as well. But yeah, I just feel like it's, I don't know, the beauty community just seemed to really blow up in a bad way this year, and just kind of sad because, I don't know, I feel like we should be helping each other, we should be positive, we should be sending out good messages to people and not, I don't know, just not be negative. And I don't know, I hope somebody gets some value out of me sharing. I mean, I learn from people who share with me, even if it's just in the comments and chatting back and forth. You know, I've always gotten great recommendations from people on this channel. So, you know what? If that's all we get out of it, that's all we get out of it. But I think it's nice to learn, and it's nice to share, and it's nice to be positive. So next up, guys, I'm going to take my inked liner in Trooper Black. This is the Kat Von D. Basically, it's a felt tip liner. This is one of my favorite liners. I feel like it's really, really dark, and it works really well, and it doesn't budge. Like, once I put it on, it's not going anywhere. So I like it. Very, very tried and true. Again, something that I've constantly used. Whenever I move on to something else, I tend to not like it as much, or it moves, or it doesn't stay, or it's not as black. So I really think this is a good product. And I recently heard that Kat Von D was selling her makeup brand, or getting out of it. It's not going anywhere, but she's no longer going to be a part of it, which I didn't really hear a whole lot about it, but that was very, very interesting. Next up, another thing that I wasn't sure that I was going to like, but I did try this year and I loved it, was the Too Faced Damn Girl mascara. This is their new mascara they came out with. This is a travel size. I think I got this one as I think it came in either my Sephora or my Ipsy, so I got to try it for free. But I have already repurchased this, and it is so, so good. I don't know, I just kind of has a barbell type shape to it. The mascara just goes on really well. I feel like not only does it lengthen, but it also gives me more volume, makes me look like I'm sort of wearing fake lashes. Fake lashes are definitely like not my thing. I do not do fake lashes. They just seems too complicated for me on an everyday basis, but they look great. I always envy people that can pull that off, but I just can't. I can't do that on my everyday grind. It's just too much effort. But I feel like this does a great job of making me look like I sort of have fake lashes. But it stays all day. I feel like it's just got a great consistency. and I have used this, and again, before I used this, I used another Too Faced mascara, the Better Than Sex, but this Damn Girl, I really like this one almost a little bit better for every day. And then another one that I love, I use on my bottom lashes, is the Mega Length Wet n Wild Waterproof Mascara. This one is awesome. It's just very basic. It's just a very, very thin lined brush, and I just kind of pull my bottom lashes down just a little bit. And then it really just gives them a little bit of length without anything too crazy, but I feel like it really completes an eye look. Very simple, nothing crazy. So next up, guys, we're gonna go into my brows. I don't really feel like I ever did my brows that much 2 years ago, but I have found some products from Benefit that I really, really, really like. Really, there's two. So first up, I use the Goof Proof Brow Pencil from Benefit. And if you guys notice, like a lot of the ones that I'm showing you today are like miniature versions. And I love them. I think they're really cool. I used to buy a lot of miniature stuff. I still buy a lot of miniature makeup. I travel a good amount, so like I like to have it in small version. Also, I have so much stuff that it's nice to just try new things and not have a full tube or full thing of it, especially if I'm not sure I'm gonna like it. So I often buy travel size just to test things out, and I do love miniature makeup. I've always enjoyed little versions of things, especially of things I like, because then I can keep a full size in my vanity and then a travel size in my travel bag, so I don't have to like constantly pack a travel bag. Next up is the Give Me Brow from Benefit, and again, I love this. This just kind of fills in your brows and gives you a little bit of color. I'm in the shade 3, I believe. No, this one's 4, but I think I can use 3. Again, I'm just kind of like a brunette color, and I just kind of swipe that in. It fills them in just a little bit more, gives them a little bit of hold, I think. And I think there's fibers in here that kind of, again, make it look like they're a little bit fuller maybe. So really have enjoyed this. This is just easy to do. I don't do anything too crazy with my brows. I feel like that's enough. I can't spend too much time on it. Like I said, I don't have all day to get ready, so I try to get things that work quickly. If I do go the extra mile, I do use my Anastasia Beverly Hills Clear Brow Gel. This is pricey. They have made it in a miniature version, which I have not purchased yet. The miniature version is $9. You can totally get drugstore clear brow gel for a lot cheaper. I just find that this particular one works very well. Again, I just kind of take it and run it through, and that really seals everything in. It makes it where it will not budge for the entire day, and that's like it. That's all I do for my brows. I keep it real simple there. Alright guys, so next up, let's do some powder. My tried and true this year, which I absolutely love, is the Laura Mercier Translucent Loose Setting Powder. This stuff is great. I have it again in the miniature version. You don't need a lot for this to work. It literally, you know, has a little tiny sifter, and then I just kind of tap a little into the cup, and then I just use a little brush to dip it out, and then just lightly dust it on. It works great. I feel like it sets really well. It gives you a very nice natural finish. And I think, like, honestly, a lot of people love this one. It's just very, very simple, easy to use. And again, they do make miniature versions. I think they've come out with different shades and different, like, glows and stuff like this, or versions of glow ones, but I just use the basic translucent setting powder. I don't think you can go wrong with it. It seems to set really well, and I will say my makeup wears all day and a full day about and about, you know, talking, walking, and mingling with people. Next up for blush and highlight, I have been using this Becca Split, and this is in it's the Shimmering Skin Perfector Mineral Blush and Champagne Split in the color Champagne Pop and Flower Child. These to me are the best colors, and it's a nice split, so it's really easy to utilize. I just pop the blush onto my cheeks. It's a really natural color, but I feel like it gives me that just a little nice natural pink. And if I feel like I need to pack it in, I'll just put a little extra. And then I will top it off with the Champagne Pop. I do think this is one of the best highlighters they've ever made. And I just do a quick little swipe on the top of my cheeks to give me that little shine. And we're done with blush and highlight. Next up for bronzer, where is my... I use a Laura Geller bronzer, and this is in the shade Baked in Bronze Bright Medium. And it's kind of like, it's baked different colors. This is a really nice, very natural bronzer, so I just do a little swoop, try to get it into the hollows of my cheeks, work it up my temple, just kind of dust it around, giving myself a little bit of color. And then down my neck as well. And it's just a nice, natural, to me, very natural color. Very easy to use. Okay, so we are getting to the finishing touches, you guys. We've got everything except lipstick. So this has been my absolute favorite this year. I've used this day in and day out, and it is the Too Faced Melted Matte Liquid Lipstick in the shade Queen Bee. And again, this is just a really great neutral pink color. It is just everyday, and it's so good. It goes with everything. So I feel like it wears very long as well. While it can come off, it wears very long. All right, and there it is. Pretty simple, pretty easy, ready to go about my day. So guys, that is it. I hope you enjoyed. I really appreciate you coming back to this channel just to say hey, see what I've been up to. And again, please in the comments down below, if you had been with me 2 years ago, leave me a comment. Even if you're not a commenter, leave me a comment, just say hey. I'm just curious to see if anybody is still here, if anybody's still watching. Is anybody still making videos that I know? Let me know. If you're new and you want to subscribe, I can't promise that I am going to have everything every week. I am going to try to get something going up more regular. I can't promise a schedule though, because my schedule is all crazy, but I have a lot of intentions to post different kinds of videos. That being said, if you have anything in particular that you liked from my old stuff that you want me to keep doing, whether it's hauls, get ready with me videos, talking through them, or just like me voicing them over if you like them in 12 minutes. I know I spent a long time talking to you guys, but I felt like I didn't know how to come back, so I just wanted to chat, felt like I had a lot to say. If you guys want me to do a question and answer video, if you have questions, if there's a lot, I would be happy to put them in a Q&A. But I'm happy to be back. I really need a creative outlet, even if it's just me talking to myself and posting it and just kind of keeping a kind of a live diary of my life. I don't know. I just feel like I need to do it. So I'm excited to be back. I'm excited to share and hopefully connect with some other people. So if you enjoyed this, let me know. Let's talk in the comments down below, and I hope to see you in my next video, guys. Thank you so much. Bye.